In AutoCAD 2020, a new block palette is introduced, and this tool has significantly improved the workflow of inserting and using blocks. So if you go to this block panel and select the insert tool, you'll notice that you'll have the same old preview panel with the blocks here, and you can insert your blocks from here pretty easily. For example, let's insert this oven, and then I'll insert this sink. All right, so we've added two blocks here, although pretty randomly. We don't need it anywhere in the drawing, but still I just added it for explaining the tool here. Now I'll go to this insert tool, and here you'll notice that we have something new. We have this recent blocks option, although we used to have just a single option here for accessing the extra features, but now instead of those extra features, we have this recent block and block from other drawings. Selecting any of these options will open the block palette. So I'm going to go to this recent blocks, and now this blocks palette will open up. Now in this blocks palette, since we opened the recent option, it will highlight the recent tab right here, and it will show the blocks that we recently used in this drawing. So I've used these two blocks, as you just now see here, and I've also used this block before recording this video, so that's why it's also here in this list. Now in this case, we had three tabs: the recent tab, which will obviously show you the list of all the recent blocks, and the current drawing tab, which will show you the list of all the blocks in this drawing. This is exactly the same list which you find here. So this list and this list, they're exactly the same. You can insert your blocks from this list if you want to. So you can just select the block and then place it at a point in your drawing. That's it. It's as easy as that. So here also, I'll select the bed and I'll place it here. So it's pretty easy inserting the block. It's just like that old option, but it has new features as well. Here in the insertion option, as you can see, we have the insertion point, scale, rotation, which is again the same set of tools which we used to have previously, but now in a different interface. So if you want to specify insertion point on screen, you can keep this thing checked, but if you want to directly specify insertion point with the help of coordinates, then uncheck this and specify coordinates right here. Similarly, if you want to specify scale on screen, then keep this checked, and now AutoCAD will prompt you for scale as well when you insert a block. Similar situation will happen with rotation. So if you keep these options checked, it will prompt you for these options here in the screen. So now I'm going to insert one of the blocks from this. So I'm going to insert this door block, and look at this. Now it should prompt me for three options: insertion point, scale, and rotation. So yes, we have been prompted for the insertion point, as you can see here. I'll click, and now the next prompt is, this was the first, next is right here, specify scale factor. Well, you can type your scale factor. I'll select the default, so I'll press enter, and now the third option is rotation, as you can see here. So now you need to specify rotation angle. But if you keep this thing unchecked, it will only prompt you for the insertion point, and it will add the scale, which is defined here, and the rotation angle, which is also defined here. A new option has been added here, which is repeat placement, and this one is one of the most awaited features in AutoCAD. And now using this checkbox, you can repeat the placement of last blocks. So I'm gonna now select this door, and look at this. Now AutoCAD will keep on adding the blocks as long as you keep clicking. So you can just add as many blocks as you want. It will just repeat your last block. If you want to exit this, press escape. So this will repeat the placement of your blocks. And also we have the explode option. If you want to insert and explode your blocks, keep this checked. The same set of options are also available in the recent tab. So recent tab will simply list the blocks which you've used recently, and now you can see that the list has changed, and now it has all these blocks as well because we've used these blocks, and the options here are exactly the same. Also, we have a really interesting and a useful addition here, and that's other drawing tab. Now using this other drawing tab, you can insert blocks from completely different drawings. So I'll show you an example, and for that I'll click on this ellipsis, and now I'll go to desktop, And here I've got this FP old drawing. I'll select this FP old. I'll click on open, and now it will populate this area with all the blocks of that drawing. So this is a pretty useful tool. And using this tool, you can insert blocks from other drawing right inside this drawing without using any special features. Previously, Design Center was the only direct option of adding blocks from external drawings, but it involved a lot of steps. Now the process has been streamlined and it has been made a lot easier with the help of this other drawing tab in the blocks panel. So all you need to do is just select your drawing and locate the block that you want to insert from this list, and just like every other block, select and insert it. That's it. You can also change the look and feel of this panel. So here I'll go to this current drawing, and right now you can see that this is how our drawings are looking like, but you can change it to different kind of view. For example, you can change it to extra large icons like this. You can change it to medium icons and small icon, the details and the list view. The default is large icon, and this is what I prefer, so I'll just keep this one. And let's close this blocks palette. And this was the new blocks palette in AutoCAD 2020.